Hey everyone, it's Schmuckles. Today we're going to talk about the Chapter 28 new killer teaser season and how we expect that to go, as well as some new killer rumors that I've been seeing floating around. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. I'm also live on Twitch right now streaming Dead by Daylight, and then I'm going to be streaming the Star Wars event in Fortnite. Link for that in the description below. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is people were saying, like, Schmuckles, things about the Singularity Killer are teased actually in the game. We suspect that this new killer is going to have something to do with technology, the progression of technology. So it seems possible that this new killer could be an AI robot of some kind. People were noticing that the reward for the current tome in DBD was a charm that's related to a robot figure. And we can take a look, and this is actually true. This is the first section of tome 15 right here. And if we take a look at part 2 of tome 15, we can see that it's a robot primal stage. It says simplicity has been given way to an armed body made by sturdy metal. This seems to be something that would be in line with a robot kind of killer. When I first saw this, I was like, well, this tome is related to the Skull Merchant, so these charms could be related to the Skull Merchant right here. Like, if we take a look at the Blight's most recent tome, we got a bunch of bunny charms, and that was actually related to the Blight's lore. We know that the Blight experimented on bunnies, which we saw in one of the Blight's lore tome cutscenes. So I'm pretty sure that these charms are actually related to the Skull Merchant and not teasing the new killer. Even the name right there, Adi Valente, I'm not sure exactly lore-wise how that's significant to the game, but that name does appear in one of the Skull Merchant's add-ons, so I think it's pretty conclusive here that these charms are related to the Skull Merchant and not the new killer. We also got an update from Dweet on when we could expect the live stream in the PTB. Dweet said 2 days ago on May 7th that the live stream in the PTB has most likely been pushed up by a week. Originally the 23rd, it seems like the live stream will be happening on May 16th, so that's actually a week from today. And the PTB the day after now, so the 17th is when the PTB would come. Possibly because of the leaks, dates should be officially announced soon. June 6th was already considered a live release date for Chapter 28, so it may not be the final date now. And according to Dweet, these are not entirely set in stone yet. It could still be the 23rd. We already know that there's cosmetics scheduled to release on May 16th, so this new date actually does make sense for the live stream for the anniversary. So it does seem like the PTB could be the day after the 16th. Dweet has received information that the anniversary event has been pushed up by a week, which makes sense with the cosmetic release schedule. These possible new dates for the anniversary livestream and PTB is more in line with the dates that we saw last year as well. And in general, I've heard from word of mouth that Dweet is rarely wrong about these kinds of things. So in my opinion, these leaks are with a pretty high degree of certainty. That being said, Dweet did follow up with a tweet and say that these things are not set in stone. So I wouldn't say that this is a confirmed leak. I wouldn't say that this is a rumor, but something in between. We'll have to wait and see. It's kind of strange if that anniversary stream is actually a week from today. I would have expected to see some teasers like today, Thursday, and then a video teaser on Friday. Some people are kind of speculating that due to these leaks, the anniversary teaser season has kind of been changed. But who knows? We're gonna have to keep an eye on Twitter to see if we actually get a teaser either Wednesday or Thursday, possibly with a video teaser on Friday. If we do get that new teaser on Friday, that pretty much confirms to me that the anniversary chapter is gonna be on May 16th and May 17th. People have also been kind of speculating the possibilities of this thing still being licensed. Dweet's pretty much told us that they think that this thing is gonna be original. So that's what seems most likely, but if we haven't gotten teasers the week before the anniversary, people are wondering, like, could this be like a half licensed, half original kind of situation where we wouldn't see teasers necessarily right before it releases? I've seen a lot of people question whether or not the Singularity is a code name for the killer versus the actual name of the killer. We know that the killers in the game files come with a code name that's not their exact killer name. So people are wondering, like, well, if the Singularity has something to do with technology or artificial intelligence, is there any possibility that there's a licensed chapter that kind of fits that description? And to me, where this theory kind of falls short is the fact that we have the name Gabriel Soma. Like, that certainly isn't a code name for a survivor. That seems like the actual name of a survivor, which suggests that the chapter is actually original. From my understanding, the leaks community is confirming that the Singularity is going to be the name of the killer in the game. Like I said, we've seen other codenames of killers that are pretty different from the actual name of the killer. For example, the artist's codename was originally The Murder, and Freddy Krueger's codename was Sandman. So some people are kind of hopeful that this thing is somehow going to be licensed still. Personally, I don't really think that this thing is going to be licensed. I'm pretty set on this thing being original. There were pretty major leaks about the Dredge before the anniversary event last year. We can kind of analyze how Behavior handled that situation. On May 7th of last year, we had really insane leaks for the Dredge as the anniversary chapter. This came about 10 days before the PTB for the Dredge. Even after these crazy anniversary leaks, 2 days later, we had the start of the teaser season for Chapter 24 on the 9th. This was a really strange teaser season because we saw the teaser for the new killer on DBD Germany, DBD Japan, and DBD Korea. They didn't post it on their main account because they knew that everybody already knew what this killer was and what the killer looked like. And furthermore, on the these posts from DBD Japan, Korea, and Germany, they limited the responses, so like nobody could respond to this. They didn't want people to spoil it, so they limited the responses. That was 8 days before the live stream in PTB, so it was the Monday on teaser week. And it's already Tuesday, and we haven't received any teasers, nothing on any alternate Dead by Daylight accounts, nothing on Instagram, nothing at all on Twitter. And the visual leaks were much more extreme last year. So it is kind of strange, and it makes for an interesting discussion if next week is actually going to be the anniversary live stream. I would have already expected teaser week to start, especially because we still don't know what this thing looks like. And based on how they handled things last year, even if things have been leaked, I still feel like they would have started teaser week. I mean, this is Dead by Daylight's anniversary event. I feel like they'd have like a big teaser season planned for this. And if the anniversary live stream got moved up a week, I would expect all of the teasers to be moved up a week as well. That's still not what we're seeing, but the leaking community really does believe that next week is going to be the anniversary live stream. One thing that's kind of strange to me that I saw on Twitter regarding Dead by Daylight and all of these leaks. Yesterday on Twitter, Dead by Daylight posted about this Brazilian collection that's now available. And then Dweet responded to this post and said, is there any info on whether it will be a full rework to the hair or more just on the physics? And then the official Dead by Daylight Twitter responded to Dweet that specifically we're looking into making hair behave more naturally. However, we're also collecting all feedback around Yui's outfit. And Dweet responded to this. So there was like a little conversation between Dead by Daylight and Dweet. If Dweet is actually leaking content, I don't know why the official Dead by Daylight Twitter would acknowledge them at all. There's no way Behavior could like their things being leaked like this. Like we just saw like a whole year of like every chapter was leaked, and I don't think Behavior liked it. They had canceled teaser seasons. They were encouraging people not to spoil. It's kind of strange to me that they'd acknowledge an actual leaker on Twitter in this way. Like anything that they post about, all of their followers are going to see the interaction, and it's going to bring attention to Dweet when actually they don't really like bringing attention to leakers. It's just a little strange to me. I did a little bit more research on what the singularity could be and what that word actually means. There was this article posted online about this definition of singularity. What is the singularity? In technology, the singularity describes the hypothetical future where technology growth is out of control and irreversible. These intelligent and powerful technologies will radically and unpredictably transform our reality. The word itself does have many different meanings though. One of the main ways to use the word singularity is in robotics. In robotics, a singularity is a configuration where the robot end effector becomes blocked in some directions. And I was like, what on earth does this mean? Like,
why don't you explain this to me like I'm 5?
For example, a Sierra robot and any 6-axis robot arm will have singularities. And I kind of looked up what the 6-axis robot arm looks like, and as you can see, there's like a torque or like a circular rotational force on this robot in 6 different places. So I think what they're saying here is a singularity in terms of robotics is when the robot is limited in its movement in some directions. So whenever this happens, the result is unpredictable robot motion and velocities. For example, singularity will occur when a misconfigured robot arm causes the robot to get stuck and stop working. So do you think the idea of singularity in robotics would actually apply to what we're about to see in this next chapter? It's kind of a strange name for a robotic killer. Singularity in physics describes a location in space and time. I'm not sure how relevant that would be to like describing the name of a killer or like an actual monster. And then there's curvature singularity, which a lot of people were talking about in the comment section of my last video, and that's pretty much a black hole. Or at least they're saying a black hole best describes this phenomenon of a curvature singularity. I saw this visual online as I was looking up. It looks like the singularity is this point here at the bottom of the black hole. I think the common theme that we're seeing here is that this new killer might have something to do with technology or physics. Whether it's a robotic killer or an AI kind of entity, I'm not sure. I've also seen the word singularity used in terms of like aliens. On this aliens fandom, singularity is a race of artificial intelligences. I'm not sure if it'd be like an artificial intelligence alien species that comes from another dimension, or if we're more focused on like human technology and robotics in that way. It seems like anyone's best guess what this next killer is gonna be. We'll definitely keep an eye out and post more videos if more information comes out about this chapter. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to follow the situation, and if you want to be aware when teaser week starts, because we'll post videos once it starts. Also a reminder, I'm live on Twitch right now streaming Dead by Daylight and Fortnite, link for that in the description below. That does it for this video. Goodbye.